Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Keystone Summerland 2600TB. If you're looking for a nice bunkhouse model, you don't want to have to worry about slides, and you want a dinette and a sofa, then this is a floor plan you should strongly consider. Let's start off right over here. You'll see that they give you a campside dinette, and I really like when manufacturers do this because this is where I want to sit in the morning when I'm having my cup of coffee or enjoying my breakfast, and this is the view I want. I want to look out at my campsite, not stare out at my neighbors. Plus, as you can see, there's plenty of room here for 4 adults, and if you need extra sleeping space, the table does drop down into a bed. You'll also see underneath there's an electrical outlet, so if you need to plug in a tablet or computer, you have a place in which you can do so. On the bottom of the cabinets here, you see an LED light, so it brightens it up at night, and storage going all the way across. You'll see they have dark wood throughout the Summerland here, and they have helped accentuate that and brighten it up with the countertops, which we'll see in just a moment. But good storage all the way across there. Cubby hole right over here. And then right here you see your multimedia center. This unit controls the speakers in here as well as the speakers outside, and it is Bluetooth capable, so that way you can connect to it with your smart device. If you want to watch a TV, you'll notice that they did put a backer in the wall right here, so you know exactly where to mount it, and then the corresponding connections are right there on the wall. You'll also notice you have a couple USB ports. Now this is a bunk model, and right back here in the corner are your bunks. In the industry, this is what we call a double over double, meaning they are double wide. The nice thing about this is if you have older kids, they can still fit here, or maybe your young ones want to bring a friend or cousin, something like that. These beds are large enough that you can sleep 2 small children, and they have a 300-pound weight capacity. Also, take a look how nice and thick those mattresses are. You'll see a lot of manufacturers out there, the bunk mattresses are about half this thickness, and it's really not very comfortable. They've done a good job in here with giving a lot of padding. You have a window up top here, and you have an LED light on both the top and bottom. Right back here is the bathroom. You want to step on in real quick. So you'll see foot flush lever toilet. You have plenty of leg room here, as you can see. Right over to the side is the tub shower. I do like having a tub shower in a bunkhouse just because if you have smaller kids, you can still give them a bath. You don't have to give them a shower when you're camping. And the shower curtain will then generally stay in the tub so you don't have water all over your floor. As far as height, I'll take a step in here for you so you can see. I'm 6 foot, so you'll see, it is a little tight in here. So if you're 6'2", 6'3", you may have to duck down a little bit. You'll see the vent fan directly above my head there. As I mentioned, hand wand makes things a little easier. And you also have an LED light right up here on the ceiling. When we take a step out, you'll notice that your sink top and vanity is actually out here. And honestly, folks, I like it better that way. The reason is that way someone can be in there, they can be showering, they can be using the toilet, doing whatever they have to do. You can be out here brushing your teeth, putting your makeup on, getting ready for the day. It's kind of a lot like a hotel room in a sense, and I personally like that setup. You have your mirrored medicine cabinet up top here. That does have storage behind it. You have the electrical outlet there, a sink, nice light countertop as I had mentioned. And if you take a look underneath, you see you have additional storage right there as well. Moving forward a little bit more, you see right here's your Dometic fridge freezer combo. We open that up, plenty of space in there, couple pull-out drawers. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. And then we step into the rest of the kitchen. Microwave up top here, fully functional hood underneath that with a light and fan. And then you have additional storage going across the top. Window behind the sink, just as you would expect. LED light right here. You'll see an electrical outlet off to the side, so if you do need to plug anything in, you have a spot in which you can do it. Nice big sink in here, as well as a 3-burner cooktop. I appreciate the fact that they gave you some bigger appliances. They give you full-size RV ones rather than, a 2-burner and a smaller sink. And I know some people don't like a single basin. I honestly really do. Just because you can fit, residential pots and pans in here. You can actually still wash them out. Whereas a lot of times if you have a split bowl, it makes it very difficult. And honestly, if you want the split bowl effect for washing and rinsing, you can just go buy a little plastic basin from the dollar store, put it in there, you're good to go. But high-rise pull-out faucet here, so it does make it nice and easy to wash and rinse those. As I mentioned, 3-burner cooktop, front one here is high output. And if you take a look underneath right there, you see your oven if you want to do some baking. You also see a cutout right here, as well as some additional storage underneath. Another thing I do want to mention right up here on the wall is your tank monitoring panel. You'll see your water pump is there too. Right above that is your water heater. Notice that you can run it off propane, gas, or electric. You can turn both of those on at the same time for faster recovery. And right over here, so this is what really makes this floor plan kind of unique. As I had mentioned, this unit doesn't have any slides, but they're still able to get the double over double bunks, the dinette, and a sofa right here. So I really like this. It gives you another spot to sit, which is great. You have an armrest right here in the center, so you know if you want to make it more theater seating style, have a little divider, you can do that. Some cup holders in there, or you know you can always put that up, just be able to lay across it. Now this is a jackknife sofa too, so if you want this to drop down into a bed, you can certainly do that as well. Lift it up, it just drops right down. But the big advantage of a jackknife, folks, is all that storage you get underneath there. So if you have extra bedding, pillows, things like that, you can just put them right under there. You'll also see there's a window here to let in some natural light. On the other side of that window is another electrical outlet. So if you're sitting in the sofa and you need to plug in your tablet, phone, there's the place to do it. LED light here, and then storage going all the way across the top. The bedroom houses an RV queen, which is 60 inches wide by 74 inches long. Both sides there you see you have kind of like nice little carpeted nightstand. The thing I like about this is it is big and open. If you travel with a small furry companion, like a small dog or cat, and you like to have them sleep with you at night, kind of gives them a little bed there too. You'll also notice you have electrical outlets there, so if you need to plug in any electronics or a CPAP machine, you can do that. And this side over here is pretty neat. As you can see right here, it actually has a little chute for your dirty clothes, a little clothes hamper area. So what you do is just put a basket right in your pass-through, take your dirty clothes, drop it right down, and it gets them out of the way for you. On the sides of the bed, you have hanging wardrobe space there, as well as a shelf right here in the center, in case you want to put some extra folded clothes up there, knickknacks, whatever you want. And then right underneath is an LED light for reading. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the 2018 Summerland 2600TB. Right up front, you get a power tongue jack. This is awesome, folks, especially for the price point of this camper. Having a power tongue jack on here makes it super simple to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Simply flip the switch that will raise the tongue up and down. Then you have a little light up here for some added visibility at night. Right behind that, you have two 20-pound propane tanks with the cover. Undo the thumb screws, lift the door, and there are your tanks. Behind that, you see rails here for your battery. And then coming up the front is black diamond plating, which helps protect your front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. So we take a step back here. I'll open up the pass-through for you. Take a look in there. So nice big storage going almost all the way through. You know, you have a little bit at the end there, but it is still nice and open. You'll also see you have a light in case you're getting in there at night. Large power awning on here as well. Cool thing about this, folks, is if you look at the whole campsite here, you don't have any vents. So no vents, no slide on the campsite means that all this is great usable camp space. Just touch a button to roll that awning out, same thing to have it go right back in, and you have an LED light strip underneath so you can just flip a switch to have light at night. Underneath that, you have two outside speakers. As I had mentioned inside, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but again, that unit is Bluetooth capable, so you can be out here on your smart device and control it. To get into the 2600TB, you see you have three foldable steps. The first one here being nice and low. That way if you have bad knees, you won't struggle to get in and out. And then you have the grab handle here as well for some extra control. Right up top here, you see an electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in when you're outside. That's the place to do it. The cool thing about that, again, no vents. Set up a table here, crock pot, you know, maybe you want to put a blender outside, whatever it is, you can hook it up right there. Take another step back here. You had that awesome front storage, but look at this, folks. You get a large rear storage area as well. So, you know, if you're short on storage, you're sick of not having enough outside storage, this one certainly has plenty for you. Moving around to the back side, you see your standard 4-inch square tubular bumper here. Cool thing about this is it has the end caps on, pop them off, and that gives you a storage location for your sewer hose, so you don't have to store it in either of your compartments with everything else. Spare tire mounted on the back here. This makes it nice and easy to get to. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, you know it's riding right here for you. If you take a look top center there, you see this one is also prepped for a backup camera. It's a decent sized travel trailer. Having a backup camera may not be a bad thing to have. It gives you some added visibility, and because it's already prepped, that means it's easier to install, so it'll save you on labor costs. Right here is your cable inlet. Right down underneath is the termination there. You'll see both your gray and black valves are located right there. Moving up a little bit further, outside shower right here with both hot and cold water access. This is your 30 amp power cord. Just stays right inside the camper, nice and easy. Open this up, you can pull it out. When you're done, just put it right back in. Water heater here. And lastly, if you take a look right up front, we have both of our water connections. You'll have the city water here on the right and your tank fill right there on the left. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2018 Keystone Summerland 2600TB. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.